Hello everyone, myself Mayanka Kaushik, Assistant Professor in BIIT. Here I welcome you on behalf of GuruKPO.com. Today my lecture topic is EMI and EMC. So basically what is EMI and the knowledge of a EMC. Today lecture delivers on this topic. First of all, we have to know what is EMI and how EMI generates. If we transmit a signal from an antenna and antenna pass this signal through a free space. In free space signal travels. First of all, wave is a electrical signal, then it changes into a electromagnetic signal. So basic funda is first of all generation of EM wave, that is the signal which we are transmitting. Next the signal, how it radiates in a free space, that is our medium. In free space the signal change into a electromagnetic signal. How EM wave affects on other equipment, it shows that when the electrical signal change into a electromagnetic signal, there will be a interference. The interference which occurs in the system or a equipment or a device, that's called our EMI. So basically here exists our EMI. What we have to do, we have to prevent the signal to construct or disturb. We have to control this device, that device called as EMC. So basically what we have to do, we have to control our undesired radiation to describe on our receiver, that is our EMC. Basically EMI describes the property that the undesired signal which exists upon our information signal, and it affects our positive signal, and if a signal affects, that is our negative signal. We have to control this in such a way that the signal which we are transmitting is such that we are transmitting on a transmitter should be at our receiver. So first of all, if the source or a ammeter which produces the signal, that is our ammeter source, and the path which we are producing a signal from transmitter to receiver, that is our receiver. In transmitter, if we pass the signal through a transmission line or any other transmitter. Here exists an antenna. Antenna basically transfer the signal through a free space. If there is a signal that is a transmitter or a receiver, we have to pass in a free space. Initially signal is an electrical signal. When we pass the signal, that is our EM wave or a free space signal. If the signal is in positive, if we reflect the signal in such a way, transmit, and the wave is reflected in the opposite direction. In transmission line, if there is a signal transmitting through input or a transmitter, and it is a free in upon our large distance, that distance is voltage is VI and reflected voltage is VR. So we have to calculate what is the maximum amplitude. If the maximum amplitude exists in such a way, if a transmitting voltage and the receiver voltage are in same phase, then it should be added, and this is our maximum voltage. What happens if the signal and the voltage transmitted are in opposite phase? They have to calculate in a V min. So we have to calculate a standing wave ratio which exists in such a way if there is a difference between input to reflected signal. That will be calculated in such a way Vx upon V min is equal to Vi upon Vr. We have to calculate what are the mediums of a EMI and how we have to prevent this. First of all, we categorize the EMI in two properties. First is intra, second is inter. What is intra? If there is a disturbance in a signal or a device through other device of a module, if there is a signal or a device in a chip or a box, if an interference occurs through the other module in a same device, then this is intra. If the interference is from the other device or through a next device, like device exists 1 and a 2, interference occurs due to the second device on a first device, this is called as a inter. Next topic is how we calculate a EMI. The sources are refrigerators, washing machine, UPS, and the mediums are conductive, radiative, and capacitive, inductive. Now what is conduction? If we pass a current through a transmitter to receiver, there is a closed loop or a common path which is called as conduction. Radiation is basically what radiates in a free space. If a device in a free space, device 2 affects the first device, then it's called the radiation. Capacitive is basically if we are constructing on a PCB, there are closed copper wires which are closed in such a way information is lost due to connections. Next is inductive. There is a induction path or a induced EMF. This is our mediums. Next is receiver. What are the receiver? Receiver are the device which affects our transmitter, that is communication receivers, computers or the medical device. Basic example of this device is if we are using a mobile phone and mobile phone rings and the device or our computer is on, there is a disturbance in the computer, that is electromagnetic interference, the interference which affects our monitor or a PC. In our home we are using our mixie, grinders or anything, and we are watching our TV, there is a disturbance in a TV. That disturbance is basically our electromagnetic interference. What we have to do, we have to prevent this, because if a signal is distorted, what we want to see, so what we have to do, we have to prevent this undesired signal to transmit to transmitter to receiver. So there are the examples. If refrigerators are in our home and there is a communication receivers, that are our telephone or a mobile phone. Now what is EMC? EMC is electromagnetic controls. We have to control our undesired signal to transmit on our receiver, that there is no interference. If we are driving our vehicle or we are using a mobile phone, there is the sign of a hush. That is basically our interference, which we have to calculate. If we have a box of a TV setup box and other box of a DVD setup box, so what, there is a holes to pass air, so what affects the radiation of a TV setup box on a DVD setup box sometimes as a hush sign. If we are watching a setup box through a digital signal or any satellite signal and we are watching our DVD on the same space, placing a DVD box in, there is a distortion. So we have to prevent in such a way. First method is grounding. Grounding in such a way that we have to place a signal between our transmitter and the receiver. If there is a common ground in every electrical signal, electrical path or a device, there is a common ground or a reference signal. Our input reference should be changed. So between these signals we have to put a small signal which provide a adjacent path. Next is a filtering. Filtering is basically a filter. We have to pass a low frequency signal in such a filter use that a low frequency signal pass and a high frequency signal object. So what it filters all the undesired signal, because our signal is a low frequency signal and noise affects, that is a high frequency signal. If we pass our low frequency signal, that is our information signal, and thus way EMI is reduced. Next is shielding. Shielding is basically to protect our radiation from one device to other device. If there are two devices in a same chip or a same module, we have to protect that in such a way, a path or a opaque in such a way that it should not pass a radiation to the input to the receiver. Thank you. It's all. Thank you for listening me. Please, for more information, log on to gurukpo.com.